Hi guys. We're gonna do yoga to strengthen the arms. So grab a block because you're gonna need it. And let's start in a seat. Cross at the ankles, sitting up nice and tall, relax the shoulders. Hands can be on your knees and close your eyes. We're gonna take a few deep breaths, becoming present on the mat, letting go of anything that's not serving us in this moment. We're going to inhale to the count of 4 through the nose and exhale to the count of 8 through the mouth. Let's inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Gently open your eyes. We're going to bring the right hand to the upper back. Bring the left hand around to meet it. Maybe your fingertips touch. Maybe you can link both hands or just place them on your back if not. You want to make sure the elbows are open, chest is open, neck is long. We're going to inhale, and as we exhale, let's melt the belly forward. If you're feeling any kind of strain, don't go any further. And let's slowly come up and take it to the other side. Left hand to the upper back, right hand comes around to meet it. Open the elbows, open the chest, long neck. Inhale and exhale, melt forward. Lead with the chest. And come on up. We're going to bring the right hand to the upper back again and grab the elbow with the left and give it a little pull. Keep the neck long and spine long. Take a deep breath here. And let's take it to the other side. Left hand to the upper back. Grab that elbow and give it a little tug. Deep breath. And bring the right arm out. Hook the left arm around, pull it in towards your chest, and look over the right shoulder. Take an inhale and exhale. Let's take it to the left side. Pull it in towards your chest. Look over that shoulder. Deep inhale and exhale. Let's grab the 4 fingers on the right hand. Pull them under. And over. Other side, pull them under. And over. And let's do a couple wrist circles. And reverse. We're going to interlace the hands behind our back, open up the chest, lift the chin, shoulder blades come together. Let's bring both hands over to the right side and bring left ear to left shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Let's take it to the other side. Right ear to right shoulder now. Deep breath in. And exhale. And release. We're going to come onto our backs. And let's turn over to our right side. See if you can bring that right arm behind you. And then we're going to interlace the hands And see if you can bring your hands over to the left side of the mat. As you do this, rest your head on the mat and see if you can bring both feet flat on the mat. If it's too much, come back a little bit. Let's take a deep inhale here and exhale. Come back to your right side. We're going to slide that arm through and take it over to the left now. So you're kind of in a fetal position. We're going to bring the left arm behind us and interlace both hands. Reach the hands over to the right side of the mat and see if you can just bring the feet flat so the hips are squared with the sky. If it's too much, maybe you just want to stay in fetal position. Let's take an inhale here and exhale. And come back to the left side. And let's slowly come up. We're going to come into a tabletop. Let's reach the right arm to the sky as we inhale. Let's exhale, thread the needle. Right shoulder, right ear to the mat. We're going to reach the left arm to the sky and bind it around the back, maybe grabbing onto the right thigh, opening up through the chest. Let's hold this for 3 full breaths. We're going to unbind that arm and stretch it to the front of your mat. So your gaze is under the armpit. 3 full breaths here. And bring that left hand in under your shoulder and come back to your tabletop. Left arm reaches to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Threading the needle. Left shoulder and left ear to the mat. Right arm reaches for the sky and binds around the back. Maybe you grab the left thigh. Opening up through the chest. 3 full breaths here. Stretch that right arm to the front of the mat. Gaze under that armpit. Really reach that arm. And take your 3 full breaths. And bring it in. Come back to your tabletop. From here, we're going to curl the toes and sit back on those heels. Reach those arms towards the front of your mat, coming into child's pose. We're going to round forward and come halfway down and sit back. So let's round it forward. Inhale, exhale to come back. Round. Inhale and exhale, sit back. One more time. Round that spine. Inhale, halfway down. And exhale, sit back. Coming back to tabletop, walk those hands towards the front of your mat. Melt the chest and forehead down. Puppy pose. 3 full breaths here. Tailbone reaching for the sky. Gently lift the head and let's walk those hands back. We're going to come down to our forearms, interlace the hands, Elbows are directly under your shoulders. We're going to curl the toes, lift the hips towards the sky, maybe walk the feet in a bit, coming into dolphin pose, melting the chest towards your thighs. Head is lifted. 3 full breaths here. And slowly lower down to your knees. We're going to come into a forearm plank. And from here, we're going to lift the hips, melt the chest towards the thighs, and come back to your forearm plank. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, nice long spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plank. One more time. Inhale to lift and exhale to plank. Drop your knees down. Keep the toes curled. Sit back on your heels. Child's pose. Really reaching those arms to the front of the mat. Let's take an inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more deep breath. And let's come back to our tabletop and come into our first down dog. Lift those hips towards the sky. Take a moment, stretch through the legs. Add your breath in. Let's walk the feet apart just a little bit, about hip width distance. And we're going to grab the right ankle with the left hand. Reach those hips towards the sky. Melt the chest towards your thighs. Gaze under that right armpit. Inhale and exhale. Replace that hand and let's take it to the other side. Gaze under that armpit. Deep breath in and out. And come back. We're gonna bend through the knees, melt the thigh, melt the chest, melt the belly towards the thighs. And then we're gonna round through to our plank. Come halfway down, half staff. If that's too much, drop your knees and lower all the way down. We're gonna repeat that a few times. Coming back to your down dog. Walk it out. Bend through the knees, belly to thighs. Round through to your plank. Lower down halfway. Deep breath here. And come onto your belly. Come back to your tabletop and then down dog. Take a few breaths here, walk it out. Bend through the knees, belly to thighs. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Hold for a breath. And come onto your belly. We're going to bring both hands out to the side, either side. Elbows are facing the sky. We're going to press in to the mat with the hips and tops of the feet. We're going to lift into baby cobra and lower. Nice fluid movements here. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's bring elbows directly under the shoulders, coming into Sphinx pose. Let's grab the right foot with the right hand. Stretch it in toward your glute and hold. Lifting the belly off of the mat. 3 full breaths. And release. Taking it over to the other side, grabbing the left foot with the left hand, stretch it in towards the glute. Belly is lifted off of the mat. 3 full breaths here. And lower. Coming back to Sphinx pose, really pressing those hips into the mat, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, lifting through the elbows. Hold here for 3 breaths. And let's bring the hands under the shoulders, come back to tabletop, and back to down dog. Take a couple breaths here, walk it out. On our next inhale, we're going to bring the right leg to three-legged dog. And we're going to exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale to the right. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale to the left. Inhale, three-legged. We're going to exhale, step that right foot half on, half off the mat, slightly turned out. Left hand comes to the mat. We're going to reach the right arm to the sky. Inhale here. And exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, open. Open that chest. Exhale, thread that needle. Inhale, open. And exhale, thread. We're going to slide that right foot out to the side. Turn and flatten on that back foot. Reach the left arm to the sky. Lift those hips. Hold this for 3 breaths. Both hands come back to the mat. Come into your plank and take your vinyasa here. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lower. Hold for a breath. Come onto your belly. Back to tabletop and back to down dog. Take a few breaths here. On your next inhale, left leg to three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, right. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale, left. Inhale, three-legged. And exhale, right. Inhale to three-legged. We're going to exhale, step that foot half on, half off the mat. Lizard pose. Right hand stays on the mat. Inhale, open that chest. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Both hands on the mat. Slide that left foot over to the right side of the mat. Turn and flatten on that back foot. Reach the hips and right arm to the sky. Hold for 3 breaths. Place both hands back on the mat. Come into your plank. Drop your knees. Sit back. Child's pose. Forehead to the mat. Walk those hands towards the front of the mat. And take a few breaths here, allowing your body to rest. And let's wrap round it forward. Come into your high plank. We're going to come over to the right side in a side plank. So you have a few options. You can place one foot in front of the other or use a kickstand. We're going to reach that left arm to the sky, lift the hips. Inhale here, and we're going to exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Come back to your high plank and take it over to the left side. Again, one foot in front of the other, or use your kickstand. Right arm to the sky, lift those hips. Inhale, exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. Come back to your high plank. Take your vinyasa here. Drop your knees if you need to rest. Inhale, forward. Exhale, half staff. Hold for a deep breath. And lower to your belly. Come back to tabletop. And back to down dog. Pedal through the feet. Deep breath. On your next inhale, right leg to three-legged dog. We're going to exhale, knee to chest, step that foot between those hands, turn and flatten on the back foot. Reach the arms overhead, warrior one. Interlace those hands behind your back. Open the chest. Reach those hands towards the back of your mat. Inhale. Let's exhale. Right shoulder to right knee. I always do that. Use that core to lift. Inhale, open. Exhale. Right shoulder to right knee. Inhale, open. And exhale. Coming back to warrior one. Hands to heart center. We're going to bring the back foot onto the ball of that foot. Coming into warrior three. We're going to interlace the hands. Bring the weight into the front foot. And come into your warrior three. Whoop. You might fall. I just did. It happens. Keep a small bend in that knee. Maybe you're a little shaky like me. Gaze down at the ground. Reach those arms to the sky. 3 breaths. And step it up. Shake it out. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment here in mountain pose. Close your eyes. Let your body rest. Just natural breaths here. Let's inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on your shins, nice long spine. And exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat, step back, high plank. Take your vinyasa, use your knees if you need to modify. Inhale, forward. Exhale to half staff, deep breath, and lower. Come back to tabletop and down dog. Take a moment, pedal the feet. Deep breaths. We're going to inhale the left leg to three-legged dog. And exhale, knee to chest, step that foot up, turn and flatten on that back foot. Reach the arms overhead, warrior one. Interlace the hands behind your back. Open up the chest. Reach those hands back towards the back of your mat. Inhale. Exhale. Left shoulder to left knee. Use the core to lift. Inhale, open. Exhale. Lower. Inhale, open. Exhale. Lower. Coming back, hands to heart center. Turn on the ball of the back foot. Interlace those hands behind your back. Coming into warrior three. Keep a bend in that standing leg. Hold for 3 breaths. If you need to drop your fingertips down, you can. And come to the front of your mat. Shake it out. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's hug it in. One more deep breath. And hands to the mat, step back. Drop your knees down. Elbows come right directly under the shoulders. Interlace those hands. Come into your forearm plank. Slight tuck of the pelvis, lifting through the upper back. We're going to hold this for 6 breaths. And drop your knees. Go ahead and grab your block. We're going to place one hand on the mat, one hand on the block, and come into a high plank. Tuck the pelvis. We're going to hold this for 6 breaths. If this is too much, drop your knees down. Drop your knees, and let's switch sides. Right hand to the mat, left hand on the block. Curl the toes, come into your high plank. Hold this for 6 breaths. And drop your knees. Go ahead and place the block over to the side. We're going to swing the legs around. And we're going to come into boat pose. So you can use a few modifications. You can use your block to lean back on, or keep a hold of your thighs, lift the chest, and hold it here. Or if you feel comfortable, let go. Hold for 3 breaths. From here, we're going to grab a hold of your heels, opening up through the legs, lifting through the chest. And release. Let's slowly lay back, one vertebrae at a time. And we're going to bring legs up on the wall. Let's bring the arms into steeple grip, or Charlie's Angels fingers. And we're going to just reach for the feet, lifting with the core. Keep a nice long neck. And don't hold your breath. Let the core do all the work. hug it in. Maybe give yourself a little massage, rock it back and forth. Let's interlace the hands behind the head, open the elbows wide. Keep your chin and chest at a distance. We're gonna do bicycles, alternating sides. Don't worry about reaching your elbow all the way to your knee. Keep the neck long. And keep the breath going. Try not to crank your neck. Hug it in. Give yourself a massage. And let's do a good morning stretch. Reach the arms over your head. Reach, reach, reach. Let's reach the right side a little bit longer. And then the left. Hug the knees in. We're going to bring the left leg down. We're going to twist the right knee over to the left. Right arm comes out. Both shoulder blades stay on the mat. And look over towards the right hand. Take a few breaths here. And we're going to bring the left knee in this time. And twist it over to the right. Left arm comes out. Look over towards that hand. Both shoulder blades stay on the mat. And come back. Let's lift the feet towards the sky. We're going to grab the outside of both feet. Keep the tailbone flat on the mat. And just push the knees into the mat, keeping the feet flexed. Happy baby. Deep breaths. And release. Let's bring the hands down by our sides. Bring the heels as close to the glutes as you can. Keep the knees in line with your hips. We're going to come into bridge pose. So we're going to lift the hips. You can interlace your hands underneath you. Maybe shimmy up onto your shoulders, keeping the neck nice and long. Hold for 3 full breaths. We're going to gently release the hands, unshimmy the shoulders, and come down one vertebrae at a time. Let's hug the knees into the chest and bring nose to knees. And release. Let's come over to one side in fetal position very slowly and come on up into a seat. If you want to sit up on a block, feel free, or come into a nice comfortable seat. Ooh, I'm sweaty. Ooh, girl. I guess that's what happens when you do yoga outside, right? Now, I do highly recommend you take 10 minutes after this practice and do your corpse pose or savasana. Just lay flat on your mat, let your body get heavy. Close your eyes, let your breath be natural, and just take 10 minutes of peace and solitude and surrender. I promise you it will make a difference for your whole entire day. Okay, we're going to finish with 2 deep breaths. As we inhale and reach the arms over our head, I want you to just give some positive affirmations in your head. Just beautiful, positive words. And as you release your exhale, I want you to let go of anything that's not serving you. So things that you're working on, things that you know you need to change. Maybe not change, or just better, right? All right, let's take a deep inhale. Reach the arms up. Hold the breath. And let it all go. One more deep breath in. Reach the arms up. Hold it. And let it all go. Hands to heart center. Gently open your eyes. Thank you guys so much for showing up and meeting me on the mat today and sharing your practice with me. It's truly an honor, and I love doing it. I hope you love doing it. I hope you're seeing changes both physically and internally, and I hope you can take something away from this practice today into the rest of your day. Hope to see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste. Bye, guys.